Don't want to.
That moment.
Rockets flying across the border of the Gaza Strip yet again. The violence escalating as President Obama pens an op-ed for an Israeli newspaper praising the leadership of the Palestinians after the deaths of Israeli and Palestinian teenagers there. Writing, in President Abbas, Israel has a counterpart committed to a two-state solution and security cooperation with Israel. The president, however, did not have the same praise for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. He was mentioned once in that piece. General Jack Keen's the chairman of the Institute for the Study of War and a Fox News contributor. And General, good morning to you. I want to broaden this out. I mean, you look at it, you can throw a dart at the map in the Middle East, and there is countless countries still in turmoil as we watch yet again today. First, on this matter, how much of a big deal is it that we've been unable to help or to shape the events there between the Israelis and the Palestinians?
Well, we've got almost an intractable situation here because we have a terrorist organization, Hamas, which is also a governing authority in Gaza, duly elected. And the fact of the matter is, not only do they not recognize the state of Israel, but they want its destruction. So the idea that we're going to find an accord here is not going to happen in the near term. And what's happening here, Bill, is we've picked the scab off of a deep wound that I just described. And that's what this crisis is about. Certainly the death of these teenagers and the revenge killing are all part of that. But the deeper wound is really the issue. And what makes Hamas so much a dangerous organization, because it gets increasing support of rockets and missiles from Syria and from Iran. And their technology in numbers and in quality is improving.
It's getting better and better every year. But overall, when you look at this region of the world, the inability to shape any of the events there, whether it's the Middle East peace process that started and stalled yet again, the events in Iraq that are unfolding by the day, the war in Syria that's ongoing. Who knows what comes of Afghanistan eventually? In the National Review, Victor Hansen writes this: once more in the Middle East, Barack Obama is looking to blame others for a mess that has grown since 2009, but mostly he just wants out of the lose-lose region at any cost and wishes that someone would just make all the bad things go away. Is he onto something?
Oh, certainly. The major external influence in the Middle East for generations has been the United States. And the fact of the matter is, this president, unstated policy, beginning in 2009 and certainly taking hold in 2011 for sure, was to disengage from the Middle East. And while the fact of the matter is radical Islam would continue to push, we, by our absence, have accelerated this. We did not act in Syria. The president refused the recommendation of Panetta, Clinton, and Petraeus to arm the Syrians. We wound up in Libya with a stalemate for 4 months because the president used half measures in the application of air power. We pulled out of Iraq in 2011, and also we did not keep the surge forces in Afghanistan and pulled them out over the objections of General Petraeus. And also, after Benghazi, the fatal flaw is that we did not track down and kill these terrorists the way we had post 9/11.
You know, all that leads to such a dramatic reversal for the whole region. I've got to run, General, but this is something that's going to stick with us for some time. And who knows how it unfolds. It's good to have you back on today. Thank you, sir, very much. In Washington.
Good talking to you, Bill.
You as well. Martha.